23 ABC News at 5. The right choice.
Thousands flock to Beach Park to rally against proposed immigration legislation, all part of a national protest. Good evening, I'm Jackie Parks.
And I'm Mike Hart. Let's go live right now to 23 ABC's Bryce Onslinger, who's standing by live at Beach Park with more on today's rally. Bryce?
That's right, Mike and Jackie. Around 3,500 people came out here to Beach Park, and as you can see behind me, thousands of those people are still here. There's a live band playing on stage and events playing throughout the night. It's all part of a national effort for immigrants to boycott work as well as to not spend any money. David Hernandez is retired from the Army. He feels the immigration legislation goes against what America was founded on.
If our forefathers were alive today, they'd be very upset what the legislation is trying to do right now. I think the conservative leadership of this country is really putting an ugly face on this nation.
Hernandez is one of 3,500 people that came out today, many for different reasons. Faith Rummelsberg is a teacher in Lamont. She took a personal day to come out.
I'm out here to support human rights, not just immigration, not just Mexican. It's not an issue about races. It's an issue about human and humanity and the natural law, not the mechanics of the law.
Some businesses gave their workers the day off so that they didn't have to decide if they were just going to not show up. He says, I took off work to come here and support the demonstration against the law they're trying to pass. Alberto is like many across the country protesting the legislation.
So I believe that we're showing the power of the immigrant community, which has never been seen before like this, all across California.
And there are many more events planned here at Beach Park. Coming up at 6, we'll have much more on a candlelight vigil that is expected to take place here, and much more coming up at 6 o'clock. Reporting live from Central Bakersfield, I'm Bryce Onslinger, 23 ABC News. Mike, back to you.
All right, Bryce, thank you. The protest caused traffic to bottle up around Beach Park this afternoon. Officials temporarily closed the northbound Highway 99 off-ramp at Rosedale Highway, as well as the southbound 99 Buck Owens Boulevard ramp. BPD also closed Oak Street between 19th and 21st. They urge motorists to stay away from Beach Park and expect traffic to become even more congested between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. A family living in Kern County is especially concerned with the outcome of immigration reform. Coming up on 23 ABC News at 6, Leticia Juarez will talk to a Kern County family who came to the U.S. illegally. We'll hear why the mother of the family says the 9/11 terrorist attacks have created a backlash against illegal immigrants living and working in the U.S. That story tonight on 23 ABC News at 6. The purpose of the protest is to send a message that immigrants are needed for the economy to function. But did it work? Let's turn live to 23 ABC's Emily Valdez for the answer. Emily?
Well, that is right, Mike. You know, the protest says don't go to work, don't go to school, and don't buy anything. I'm live here at Mercado Latino. All 178 stores are closed. There was no commerce here today. We went around the county, though, and found this situation here is more the exception than the norm. Here at Whitewater Car Wash in downtown Bakersfield, there was neither a lack of cars to wash nor employees to wash them. In fact, in this area, it was difficult to find a business that was closed. Have you noticed any difference today?
No, I haven't actually noticed anything today, no.
It seems like a normal day.
We found Mexican restaurants were the most common business to find closed, like El Jacalito in the Northeast. However, all 5 Que Pasa restaurants were open after announcing they would be closed. A manager tells me they found enough employees to remain open. So we headed out to Lamont and Arvin, where the majority of the population is made up of immigrants. Here we found Ranch Market was closed. Now, they'd already said they would be, but most of the other businesses were open. And we saw scores of people shopping and going about their normal business. El Pueblo restaurant was open. In fact, all of the employees showed up for the day shift.
I'm with all the Mexicans also, but I have to show up to work. We have to work, you know. It's what we do for a living, and we have to work.
At the south end of Lamont, there were more businesses closed. This convenience store, which stayed open, even saw a boom in business.
It's been kind of busy, actually, because this is the only store open around here.
Did you stay out of school, or did your parents keep you out of school?
I stayed out of school.
You stayed out of school. But I see, did you buy something?
Yeah.
Isn't that part of the boycott? Isn't that part of the boycott? You're not supposed to buy anything?
I think.
So the question remains, did the boycott in fact hit the economy as a whole, or just those with strong ties to immigrant communities?
Now, as for the agriculture industry, we spoke with both Grimway and GMR. They said they did have some employees that did not show up for work, but they were able to keep up with the pace, and it really didn't affect them all that much. Coming up tonight on 23 ABC News at 6, we're going to take you to another Kern County town that saw even more small businesses closing, but people were still out there shopping. We're live at Mercado Latino. Back to you.
All right, Emily, thank you. A high number of students spent this day of action in the classroom. Early attendance estimates from the Kern High School District indicate a total of 1,400 students above the absentee average were absent from all 15 district schools, with Shafter and Arvin on the high end of that list at 30 and 25% above average. That's about 90 some odd students. Those two schools had a huge number of kids walk out back on March 29th. Today, district officials say students were taking the STAR exam and advanced placement tests. Not to mention, the final chance to take the high school exit exam is next week. As for elementary and middle schools in Kern County, attendance varied from 20 to 40% above the average absenteeism. School district employees, however, were on the job in force.
I'm not surprised in our staff and our employees, because I think they understand that students being in school is very, very important. It's okay to assemble and to talk about what it is that you believe in, but at the expense of a child's education is not appropriate.
Now, Frazier says that students with unexcused absences for today will be treated the same as any other day. Did you support today's Day Without an Immigrant? We want to know right now what you think. Give us a call on our Talkback 23 line at 1-800-464-KE.